Okay, so created these, and now what we want to do is we're going to edit them. I made one layer. I selected all the layers and I merged all the layers, and I'm making a couple of copies. I can close the eye to see one that's on top of the other. So I'm going to edit this one, and the way I edit this purple one below is with image hue saturation, and I'm going to edit this one the same way. Adjustments, hue saturation, and I did that one like purple. Maybe I can do this one green. Click OK. Make a copy of the main one. Whoops. Now I can't see the main one, so I can either drag it to the top or close these eyes, either ones, or I can just drag it to the top. Either way works. Image, adjustment, hue saturation. So what you're going to next want to do is you're going to want to export each one of these as a JPEG. So I'm going to, this yellow one, File, Export as JPEG, and save it someplace. Okay, and I've already done it, as you can see. And then I just go through each one, export this one, File. I'm not really going to do it because I've done it. Export as a JPEG, and maybe I can call it, green or whatever. I numbered them. So I have 4 versions, okay? So the next step is this size here. I'm going to put 4 of them on one canvas. So just take a look at the size. The size here, image size, it's 12 by 8. So I'm going to make a new canvas that's 24 by 16. Just make it have a white background. Let me do that again. I didn't set the size. New project, inches, 24 inches by 16 inches, and have a white background. Okay, so now what I can do is a couple ways I can go about it. If I take this and I drag it over here, it doesn't really work all that well. Go to the ion. I mean, it's a different look. It's not square. You might want to do this though, and then you do have to make it smaller. But for some reason, I'm holding this. If I hold the shift key, I can make this keep the aspect ratio. Anyway, I kind of don't recommend that, but you could do it that way. Or another way to do it is open in place, and you get more accurate view of the kaleidoscope. So I'm going to go select File, Open in Place. Just for some reason, that just doesn't really work. And then I'm going to do that again. File, Open in Place. Now I have a new layer. And I'm just going to move this one over. File, Open in Place again. You're probably working off your Google Drive, and move this one. You can arrange these however I want. And let me get the last one here. I just clicked File, not File, Open in Place. File, Open in Place. And I get this one, which was like the original. So the last thing, so if you like the way it looks this way, that's fine. Click on the background to make sure it's all lined up. Make sure you have a background. If you don't, make a background. Because we're another option, and this is optional. You can click the crop tool, and we're going to make it a little bit bigger. We're going to kind of bring this out a little bit. Okay, and bring out the sides, bring out the top, and because I want to have a border, and hit enter. And then I select the background. I'm going to fill it with any color I want with a bucket tool. I 2-finger click or right click, and choose white. If white is 6 Fs here in the hexadecimal ID. And I'm going to just fill that white. Okay. And then I'm going to move these around or adjust these. Whoops. Need to grab the move tool. So it kind of looks like there's a border around it. And I'm going to go kind of quickly with you guys, but you can kind of take your time and make it look really good. And the last one, I'm going to get the purple one and just kind of move that. So it has that look. And this isn't perfect. And then I can export this as a JPEG and turn this in as my group kaleidoscope. And I think it looks really cool. With having all of them together, the same kaleidoscope with a different hue. So just kind of a nice look. You could even do it. You can even do more. You can flip this whole image 90 degrees and have it this way, and shrink it however you want to do it. So anyway, that is due. It's not optional. We're all going to do this with one of our kaleidoscope images.